Hello, dears. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nilfar. My surname is Ochilova. Well, now I am going to give you briefly information about the sentence types. According to English grammar, we can see sentence types, but according to the structure, they are 4 types of sentence. They are, the simple types, the first one simple, the second one compound sentence, and the third one complex sentence, and the last one compound complex sentences. Firstly, before introducing each type, let's see what is sentence itself. Well, basic elements of every sentence, that is a subject and predicate. Each sentence consists of subject and predicate. Yeah, you know it. Well, let's see example. Mary plays tennis. Yeah. Well, Mary here is the subject, and the predicate plays tennis. Plays tennis, that is a predicate. Well, simple sentence. What is a simple sentence itself? From which parts it consists of? The simple sentence has one subject and one predicate. You see, you just from one subject and from one predicate, it consists of. Well, let's see one more time the examples. Example, we went to San Juan yesterday. Here is example for simple sentence. We, that is a subject, and went to San Juan yesterday. That is a predicate, yeah. Why? Because here you can see one noun or pronoun, one subject, simple subject, and went to San Juan. That is a complete predicate. Went, that is a verb, to San Juan, prepositional phrase. You see, here is a sample sentence. Even the sentence consists of verb and prepositional phrases. The complete predicate. That's anyhow the simple sentence. We can call it, yeah, simple sentence. Well, simple sentence, they consist of, as we mentioned above, simple sentence consists of one subject and one predicate. If it has a compound, if even it has a compound subject or compound predicate, that is a simple sentence. For example, Tom and Mary plays tennis. Tom and Mary, here is a compound subject. Okay, well, here also given example for simple sentence. Tom and Mary plays tennis and swim. You see, compound subject, Tom and Mary. Compound predicate, play tennis and swim. That is a simple sentence. That is not compound sentence in one sentence. Well, simple sentence with compound subject. Tom and Mary play tennis. Tom and Mary, here is compound subject. Simple sentence with compound subject and compound predicate. Tom and Mary, compound subject. Play tennis and swim, compound predicate. Well, let's see the second type of sentence, compound sentence. A compound sentence has more than one part that can stand alone. That is independent clauses. Well, compound sentence consist of coordinating conjunctions, conjunctive adverbs, or semicolons, and as we mentioned about, one part, and the one part can stand alone. That is an independent clause, as we mentioned about. Yeah, and independent clauses are connected by conjunctions and other with other words. Let's see example for compound sentence. We went to San Juan, and most of us danced all night. Let's analyze it. Well, you see here, I just wanted to start with the coordinating conjunction with the and. Without this conjunction, this sentence wouldn't be compound sentence. Why? Because this conjunction linking these two sentences. That's why that is a compound sentence. We subject and went to San Juan predicate. Most of us subject and danced all night predicate. Well, while making up compound sentence, we have to use coordinating conjunctions like and, not, year, and so on. We will see other examples for coordinating conjunctions, of course. Here is a simple example. Tom swims and Mary plays tennis. It is a compound sentence. One sentence consists of one subject and one predicate, and here is a coordinating conjunctives, conjunctions, and Mary plays tennis. That is second part of sentence. Well, let's see what are coordinating conjunctions for. Here is example for, and, nor, but, or, yet. So you can just simply remember these words with their capital letters. Fanboys, you see, fanboys with the capital letters. For F A N B O Y S. I think it will be easier for you to remember these conjunctions. Yes, here is again that example, and using for compound sentence. Yeah, remember, before writing compound sentence, take into consideration about their punctuations also, of course. Sometimes we forget to put a comma before and, but it would be better if we put comma before and before conjunction and yeah, conjunctive adverbs. For conjunctive adverbs, we can see examples: moreover, however, otherwise, therefore. Yes, I just want to emphasize one thing. While making a compound sentence, we can also use conjunctive adverbs like moreover, however, otherwise, and therefore. And another example for using conjunctive adverbs. Bob is handsome, moreover, he is rich. You see, Bob is handsome, that is also independent. It is not dependent on the second part of the sentence. Well, here is one more thing. Just take note for this. Before writing moreover, the word moreover, we should put a semicolon, and after writing moreover, we should also put a comma. You see here, given it for this example. About, yes, conjunctive adverbs. Conjunctive adverbs are sometimes called floating adverbs. The reason is they can be positioned at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of a clause. That's why we can call it floating adverbs. For example, Bob is handsome, moreover he is rich. In the middle sentence, Bob is handsome, he is moreover rich. At the middle, of course, again, Bob is handsome, he is rich, moreover. And here is at the beginning of the sentence, the second part of the sentence. And at the second sentence, at the middle, and at the end of the sentence. You see here is floating the adverbs, yeah? Well, semicolons, about semicolons, if the relation between the ideas expressed in the main clauses is very close and without a conjunction, you can separate the clauses with a semicolon. Yes, while using your sentence expressed the main clauses, they are really close, and obviously without conjunction we also can apart the clauses with a semicolon. Well, yeah, here is the example. Tom has benefited from his exercise program, semicolon. You see here we don't use any conjunctive adverbs. He is slim and energetic. That is also compound sentence. Well, another type of complex sentence. A complex sentence has at least two parts. One part can stand alone and another one that cannot. The part that cannot stand alone is linked to the rest of the sentence by subordinating conjunctions. Well, for instance, since my boyfriend and I wanted to have fun, we went to San Juan yesterday. Since subordinating conjunction, we wanted to have fun. This whole part, cannot stand alone because subordinating conjunction is here used. And we went to San Juan yesterday. That is an independent sentence. It can stand alone, but this part cannot stand alone. This part, the first part, dependent on the second part of sentence. That is a complex sentence example. Complex sentence, they consist of the first part, subject and predicate, and subordinating conjunction, subject and predicate. Again, the second part of complex sentence. For example, Bob is popular even though he is ugly. You see? Bob is popular, that is an independent clause. And even though he's ugly, that is dependent on the first sentence. Well, let's see the subordinating conjunctions. Complex sentence, actually, they make up from the sentence which are used subordinating conjunctions. Let's see examples for subordinating conjunctions. The most common subordinating conjunctions are after, also, as, because, before, how, if, once, since, then, that, so, till, until, when, where, whether, and while. And you can also write other examples. Well, as I mentioned about, Bob is popular independent clothes. Even though he is ugly, dependent clothes. Even so, subordinating conjunction. You can also change the place of subordinating conjunctions. Even though Bob is ugly, he is popular. You see, you can also use at the beginning of the sentence. Well, the last type of sentence, compound complex sentence. According to the structure, the last type of sentence. This type of sentence has more than one part that can stand alone and at least one that cannot. Conjunctions link the different parts of this sentence. Let's see the example. For instance, since we wanted to have fun, my boyfriend and I went to San Juan yesterday and we danced all night. Actually, we don't use a compound complex sentence during conversation or our speech, but it actually used in literary forms of books. I mean, well, let's analyze compound complex sentence. Well, the first part. Since we wanted to have fun, that is a part which cannot stand alone and because of subordinating conjunction. My boyfriend and I went to San Juan. That is part, independent part. My boyfriend and I, subject, predicate, went to San Juan. And we danced all night. We danced all night. Here, this sentence also cannot stand alone because of and. Coordinating conjunction here used and. You see the example of compound complex sentence. Let's see more simply sentence. Mike is popular because he is good looking, but he is not very happy. That is a compound complex sentence. Mike is popular. That is the first independent sentence. Because he is good looking. That is dependent on Mike is popular, the first part of the sentence, but he is not very happy, the third sentence. That's also dependent on the sentence Mike is popular because of conjunctions and subordinating clauses because and but. Well, let's see examples. Let's see exercises. In exercises, you should say if the following sentences are simple or compound or complex, and the last one, compound complex sentence. The bell rang. What do you think? For which type of sentence this belongs? The bell rang. Yes, of course, that is for the simple sentence. The second part, the second sentence. Bridget ran the first part of the race and Tara biked the second part. The second sentence is compound sentence. Yes, you're right. The third sentence. He stands at the bottom of the cliff while the climber moves up the rock. Well, what do you think? Is that compound sentence or a complex sentence or Compound complex sentence. Yes, you're right. That is a complex sentence. One sentence, the climber moves up the rock. It cannot stand alone. Yeah, that's why that is a complex sentence. The skier turned and jumped. The fourth sentence. Yes, you're right. That is a simple sentence. Even if here we can say compound the predicate, that is a simple sentence. The fifth one. Naoki passed the test because he studied hard and understood the material. The last one you see here is one coordinate subordinating conjunction, and here is a coordinating conjunction. You see, that is a complex compound complex sentence. Yeah, here is you can see the examples for making sure you answer. The first one simple, the second one compound, the third one complex, the fourth one simple, and the last one compound complex sentence. Here also you can see the other examples for your practicing more better for more better remember this sentence. Well, yeah. Well, I hope my presentation was useful and informative for you. Well, I have also to mention about the references from the books I used, which I got examples. Writing Academic English, second edition by Alice Oshima and Hogg. And the second, The Little Brown Handbook. Thank you for your attention and good luck to your studies.